Hi, it's been a while. Probably since March you last seen me. Since the dimension changed. Been quite a hectic adventure. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm actually here to talk about some more recent things that have been happening around said channel, the Roxwolf and Gregory show. This is me speaking on my own terms. I'm not speaking on their behalf. I'm not speaking on anybody else's behalf. This is my own opinion, just speaking out right now, and my thoughts I want to share. And before I go further, I just want to say that I might have the comments disabled on this video, maybe, just because I know how sometimes this Kirby Show fandom is a little bit, if you know what I mean, a little hectic. But I want to discuss a thing here right now where the recent video that has been posted on the Roxwolf and Gregory show is, well, as I'm recording this, is the FNAF Try Not to Laugh meme TikTok video, whatever it's called. And the video itself is fine, no one's really complaining about that. But it's mainly the thumbnail people are complaining about. Now the thumbnail in itself is nothing too extreme. It's nothing too bad. Roxanne trying to hold in the laughter in the game Try Not to Laugh video. Glamrock Freddy ripping a fart. Nothing too crazy going on. It's just him farting, and that's it. You know, simple little joke, right? Little fart joke. However, in some spots in the video's comments and the Discord server, there has been a good amount of people, and I don't want to say everybody, like some people have been civil, which is good. Some people have not been very respectful, I'm saying, in a way. There's been some weird things that have been, not some weird things, but there's been some interesting things that have been said. And the main thing I've seen that has been said around this this thumbnail is that it's promoting fetishes, and I personally am not seeing anything in that thumbnail that is promoting a fetish, right? Glamrock Freddy is ripping a fart. We all fart. Everybody farts, you know? You fart near a friend, they're gonna laugh at you. Being like, oh man, you smell pee, you. We've all been there. Everyone's done it before, right? So, seeing how people were saying that this is promoting fetish stuff, I'm not seeing the thing here. Is it because you can see Freddy's cheeks on his behind? Is that why? Is it because he's ripping ass? I don't know. Because if this is a fetish thing, someone will be having a good time with this. And by good time, I mean, and heads up if you don't want to hear this stuff, but they be getting turned on. That is the equivalent of what we have today. Be getting turned on or feeling very sexual around this thing. Which is not the case that is happening in that thumbnail. It's just a silly little joke. Freddy's farting, Roxanne's trying to hold in her laughter. That's it. Nothing extreme. And this ain't the first time this has happened either. There was a instance back in the day where people were saying that said videos were promoting fetish again. Not this particular fetish, but something called vor. Vor indicates that you are being eaten, you really like it, and you just feel really good about it. How someone does enjoy that stuff, I don't know. I'm not into vor. I always question it. But if you like it, whatever. Then getting sidetracked. Going back on topic. The eating videos. There is not a single indication in those videos where it is said to be promoting sexual content or anything revolving around sexual content or any of that jazz. Because, yes, Roxanne is eating someone. Okay. Max gets eaten in the FNAF movie. Is that vor? The Looney Tunes have so many eaten stuff. SpongeBob has many eaten things. Like, people get eaten all the time in cartoons and all that jazz. Is that also considered vor? Like, I don't understand some things when people are saying that it's promotes vor. Because I would say to this that if it promotes vor, where's the indication of that stuff? Like, yes, Roxanne eats someone, she gets bigger. That's typical when you eat something. But is she having fun with it? No, she's not. Is she getting off with it? No, she isn't. Is that person inside her getting off with it? No. As a matter of fact, the first video, Gregory was curious and he wanted to see if he could fit inside her stomach hatch. Let me make that clear. Stomach hatch, not eaten. Right? Now, the second video with Cassie, I don't remember fully because it's been a while, but from what I remember, like somehow miraculously, I don't know what happened there, but there was a case where yes, Roxanne did eat her. That was an occasion of yes, she ate her, but was it sexual? No. Excuse me. It was not sexual. There is not an indication of any sexual content involved there at all. Cassie thought it was interesting being inside Roxanne, but didn't say it was very fun or like I really enjoy it, I want to do it again or something like that. No, because A, that's a kid. That would be very weird if said kid was getting off with that stuff, right? Next video, Glamrock Freddy. Glamrock Freddy was hiding from Gregory. He decides to hide in Roxanne's stomach hatch. She gets bigger. Okay, we're back in rinse repeat with the Gregory one. Hides in stomach hatch. Okay. Gregory tries to get him out. It makes her bigger with a growth ray and all that jazz, and it doesn't work out. But the whole thing, no one's having fun with it. Gregory's getting a laugh out of it because he thinks it's funny that his dad was trying to hide from him and goes into his mother, but that's it. But there's no a single bit of sexual content again in that video that specifies vor. Nothing vor related. Because remember, cartoons have it all the time. Kid cartoons have it all the time. As I said, Looney Tunes, SpongeBob. You can look at probably a few other Nickelodeon cartoons out there, or maybe even like just, I don't know, like just anything surrounding around Cartoon Network. You'll probably find something eventually in that stuff. So there's that video. Next video, Circus Baby. Circus Baby goes into Roxanne's charging station while she's in there, and miraculously, I don't know what the heck happened, how she got into Roxanne. I don't remember. I just remember hearing a gulp. I doubt it was Roxanne really just eating it, because this hearing like a net indication like, okay, how do you manage to put yourself right there with Roxanne? I don't know. That one was just a confusing one. There was the plot with that one was just weird. But again, that whole thing, not a single bit of sexual stuff was going on there. No one was enjoying it, and no one was getting off with it. Simple things. So the indication with people saying that this is promoting fetish stuff because kids watch this thing, I think people are underestimating it. Like, yes, do I agree with said thumbnails and videos? Not always, no. The first one I thought like, okay, that's funny. Second one, whatever. Third, fourth one is like, okay, we're gonna keep going back to this, So it's nothing too crazy. If you don't like it, obviously, you don't have to watch it. It's simple as that. Just don't watch. You can provide your criticism and feedback, and that's fine. Criticism and feedback is always good. But taking it to a level where I say like the channel just needs to stop or end because of this stuff, that's a little extreme, don't you think? A little extreme, maybe? Like, there's been some things that have been quite harshly said in the Discord and even on YouTube comments as well and all that jazz. When lore ends, people were not happy about that. Makes sense. I wasn't happy, but I can respect the decision, Lore ends, whatever. Things happen. And so, and even with this as well, like it's not just the fetish things that have been there as well. Like, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna go back to a trip where it was back during October, during Halloween time, right? That time period in 2024 was Mr. Kipple's arc, right? Cassie and Gregory broke up. A lot of people were very, very angry. Very angry. As a matter of fact, a little overreactive angry, because I think people forget, yes, I can agree with this. If you were to ship Gregory or someone, it would be Cassie. Fair enough. But you gotta remember here with this as well, these two are children. They're kids. Gregory is 13. Cassie is like 12 or 11. At that time, at some time in the future, Gregory would probably have to stop dating Cassie for a bit. Because he'd be at the adult age, she'd still be too young for it. And so when they broke up, right, people were just not happy whatsoever. They were saying so many rude things towards Cassie and just many things in general. And at some point, it kind of like, it affects the voice actors after a while. I've seen like all this criticism that it turns out to be quite harsh. Many things people were saying were out of the line. It was very out of the line. Like, at that point in time, it just shows that like a lot of people, and this ain't just the Roxy Wolf and Gregory show either, but this is just the Kid Show fandom in general. A lot of the fans don't like women. They don't like the women. And so when it comes down to anything revolving around that, they just get so much shit for everything. So much of it. So when Cassie breaks up with Gregory, she gets with a new kid called Tyler. Tyler wasn't a bad guy. He was just looking out for Cassie. So what's the big deal, right? Is this character its original character? Someone new comes into the mix. Whatever. Not a big deal, right? The fandom really, and I mean really, disliked Tyler. They sincerely disliked him because they say like, he took Cassie away from Gregory when Gregory was still messing up all that jazz with Nova and was keeping secrets, putting Cassie in all that jazz, yada yada yada. And it's like, guys, chill out. You're getting so aggressively angry toward fictional characters. You can provide criticism, yes, but like giving feedback and criticism when you're throwing stuff out like that is just not it. You can't just go on a tangent on pretty much the voice actors in general, because the voice actors got so much shit for it that it gives them a hard time, okay? It gives them a hard time, and that's what it is, right? And so, just all that being said, I know my thing was like all over the place because I didn't script it. I'm just going on a ramble right now. Said things when like saying said things promotes fetishes or getting so mad at this that you're just providing nothing but like pure hatred and just very harsh criticism that comes off a little extreme. I think some of you like need to realize that like, yes, this is a channel that has people behind it, and said feelings or said words can be quite harsh. It's happened many times, right? Look at Queen Cat, Earth's voice actor, for example, back when she was getting so much shit for playing Earth at one point, like when she was playing Earth in one character, when Earth was getting so aggressive at one point, and people were throwing so much shade at her because of how she was acting as Earth. And it's like, this is her job. She's portraying the character in said story, and she almost walked off the whole thing. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just going off like from what I can remember. I think she almost walked off. That's just what I remember. So the things saying this stuff like that is very, very harsh, and it's just not going to get anywhere for you. And going back to the whole fetish thing as well, right? I'm going to ask you all something like this. If you think, right, if you thought eating someone, right, and also this very gassy fart thumbnail, right, you think all that stuff was like freaking fetish related when it's not, why were you not questioning the my thing breaking, malfunction. Okay, we're back. I don't know what happened there. I think this stopped working. Okay, but yeah, why were y'all not thinking this on the size changing videos? That's a fetish. I've seen it before, right? Size fetish. Tiny hide and seek. Gregory's tiny. Roxanna's tiny. No one complained about that now, did ya? Was it promoting size fetish content? No, it wasn't, because no one was getting off with it. And as a matter of fact, I can tell you it was, because on the Gregory's Tiny video, there's a comment in there that I remember seeing where said user was like, can we get more of this content, because I like seeing Gregory crawling Roxanne's feet. And in that scene in particular, if you look at that one part right there, if you don't remember it, Gregory does climb onto Roxanne's feet because he's tiny, he's trying to get her attention, she doesn't notice him the whole time. So, and she goes to the pizza place because she has to work. So what does he do? He gets onto her foot and just takes the ride with her to the pizza place, and that's that, right? That is what happens. Now a lot of people can think, and if you look at that and said, like, if you were to look at DeviantArt, or maybe like this, yeah, okay, I guess mainly DeviantArt, maybe on YouTube. I don't know if you find it on YouTube, whatever. You mainly find it on like DeviantArt. You see something like that. Excuse me, maybe not with Gregory, but with any other character, probably you might see them on said things. Okay, but that's my point there. None of that was said to be like sexual content, nothing side related, whatever. That doesn't, and that's the same thing with eating videos, and this thumbnail as well. It's all for fun, for laughs, for giggles. Nothing extreme, nothing bad, nothing sexual. It's just for fun. That's what these shows are meant to be, for fun. You get story, you get lore, you get fun, right? You get gameplay, you get fun. Reacts, fun. That's how it is. That's how it's always going. That's how it's going to be right now. Yes, lore's not coming back. That's unfortunate. But at the end of the day, the best you can do is just try and be more civil when it comes to this stuff. Be more civil. That's all I want to say. Just be as civil as you can, and just give criticism kindly. Saying the channel has to end though and all that stuff, that's not it. Or immediately assuming that it promotes like sexual stuff, that's not it either. Because this recent thumbnail, and I've seen the tweet as well, was up there for a trend, because, like, you know, there's a trend going on with Roblox right now where it's just farts on thumbnails with farts. That's it. There's a thumbnail trend going on with farts. I don't know if it's just YouTube or Roblox in general. I don't know, but that's the trend right now, and they were following up with that. So yeah, that's all I want to say here. I don't know if as I said before, I don't know if I'm going to keep comments on this video, but yeah, just be more civil. That's all I want to say. Be more civil. That's it. See you later.